Good morning. I thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to present my demo session. My demo session is about in the topic of machine learning. Before entering into the machine learning topic, let us see how machine learning is connected with other aspects. See, in this diagram we have a relationship between artificial intelligence, machine learning and data science, where machine learning is interconnected with data science and artificial intelligence. Let's begin with data. The data is transformed into features, right, using unsupervised learning technique. Once features are identified, the features will be used for to take human decision by finding the insights of the data. So this is done by data analysis. In machine learning, the data is allowed to the machine to learn from the data. So the machine learns from the data using supervised learning and unsupervised learning or deep learning. That is said to be machine learning. Then that features is used to predict something in from the data. The prediction is used to take an automated decision, which is nothing but artificial intelligence. This is how machine learning plays an important role in handling the data, in giving the prediction from the data to the artificial intelligence to take an automated decision. Now we will see what is machine learning. Machine learning, we could see there is a brain diagram presented here that represents nothing but it is a brain of artificial intelligence team. Let us see the definition. So it's an approach or subset of artificial intelligence that is based on the idea that machines can given access to data along with the ability to learn from it. That is nothing but the data is given to the machine. From the data, machine learns the data, it finds the patterns in the data, and finally it gives a prediction to take a decision from the prediction. The automated decision taken by artificial intelligence is because of machine learning. That is why it is called as brain of artificial intelligence. There is a definition about machine learning also. It is the capability of artificial intelligence systems to learn by extracting patterns from data is known as machine learning. As we discussed, from the data it extracts the patterns. Which extracts the pattern? The artificial intelligence system. So the ability of artificial systems or the capability of artificial intelligence system to extract patterns by learning from the data is known as machine learning. So these are features of machine learning. We discussed that data is used to detect patterns in the data set and the program will be adjusted according to the data. So it detects the patterns from the data which is in the data set and it adjusts accordingly, right? The program will be adjusted accordingly based on the pattern. This is the first feature of machine learning. The second one is it focuses on the development of computer programs that can teach themselves. So the computer program can teach themselves. How they can teach themselves? It will learn from the data. Since the pattern is known by the machine from the data, accordingly it changes, it grows when new data is exposed. The third one is the hidden insights which is in the data is used as iterative algorithms without being explicitly programmed. So this point we'll discuss in the next slide. So the final one is it automatically analytical model building is done. Automatically analytical model building done. All these things occurs because of learning by the machine from the data. So this is the traditional approach versus machine learning approach, where in traditional approach data is given, program is given to the computer, output will be generated. But in machine learning approach, data is given to the computer and output also given to the computer. So machine learns that for this particular type of data, this is the output. Accordingly the model is developed, right? Accordingly the model is developed. That is what we have discussed in the previous slide. The third point, the model is developed accordingly, or the model can be changed accordingly because of the data and output patterns. These are different machine learning techniques: the classification, categorization, clustering, trend analysis, anomaly detection, visualization, and decision making. All these things can be done from machine learning techniques. Classification is to classify, categorization is to categorize the data, and clustering is grouping the similar data in form of clusters to find trend. The trend analysis can be used increasing trend or reducing trend, all those things. And anomaly detection like spam detection, right, and visualization techniques, decision making, all these things can be done from machine learning techniques. These are applications of machine learning where image processing, robotics, data mining, video games, text analysis, and healthcare. We can see in image processing, the image tagging like we see in Facebook or Instagram, image recognition, self-driving cars where machine learning is used to understand the data from the images which is available in the road. The artificial intelligence will take a decision accordingly. And another big example is optical character recognition where image is converted into text. The other application is robotics like human simulation, humanoid robot, and industrial robotics are applied. Machine learning is applied on those fields. We could see data mining is used for anomaly detection, grouping and prediction, and association rules. Like in Amazon or other website, if we buy any book, there will be recommended system which is given by the Amazon, like same kind of book, associated rules, and so on. In text analysis like sentiment analysis, spam filtering, information extraction, all these things done from machine learning. Now let's see what is supervised learning. Supervised learning is a type of machine learning. As we discussed, it has a target variable, target data. That means it is a type of machine learning used to train models from labeled training data. That means the column in the data will have name, right? For example, if we have sales for different regions, let's take a company which is having sales. Let's take a car company, Hyundai car sales in different months of 2021, right? The different months is said to be the features, and the sales is said to be the target. So sales is said to be target. So the sales column will be there in the data, then it is called as supervised learning. If there is no target or labeled column name, then it is said to be unsupervised learning. So here in supervised learning we have labeled training data. So it allows you to predict output for future or unseen data. For example, if we have sales for December to January, then we can predict the sales for the next month. So that is said to be prediction of output for future or unseen data. So these are examples of supervised learning, like weather app. It will predict the temperature for next day or next hour and so on. And also we have Gmail filters like spam filtering, and this is recommended system which is from Netflix, right? It uses the associated algorithm. See, this is the algorithm of the supervised learning where we have input in pink color and we have green color boxes are said to be labels or output. So this is the training given to the using the algorithm. So once it is trained, the function will be developed. The function will be developed from the trend or pattern which is there in the data. From the data, the machine will learn the trend or pattern inside the data. That is nothing but the relationship. Y is a function of f of x. Since the machine learns the relation between the variables, the input and output, any new input can be given to the machine to predict the new output. This picture will explain us in a better way. We have historical data. From the data is splitted into training data and testing data. The machine learning algorithm will develop the statistical model based on the relationship in the data. then prediction can be done using the test data. Normally 70% of the data is considered as training data and 30% of the data is considered as test data. The test data can be used to test the model which is developed by machine learning from the training data. Finally, the model validation can be done. So this is the model validation where new data is given to the statistical model. Since the model is already trained and tested with the available data, the new data can be given to the model to predict the outcome. This is how supervised learning flow occurs. Now we will see an example. The example is advertising.csv file. For that we need pandas. This is pandas, a library, to read the advertising.csv file. We have read the file using the pandas library. So it is converted into data. Data has the advertising.csv file, so that program can understand what is there inside the file, that is data. So here we could see that there are TV, radio, newspaper, sales are the 4 column names. TV, radio, newspaper are said to be features, right? Sales is said to be the target. So sales is dependent variable and TV, radio, newspaper are independent variable. We can able to see the shape of the data. It has 200 rows and 4 columns. This is the description about the data, that is count, mean, standard deviation, minimum, percentile, the maximum values. We can use matplot library to plot the data. We have plotted the scatter plot. So we could see TV, newspaper, radio variation with respect to sales. So this is sales y-axis. We could see the first figure is TV and newspaper and radio. So this is the correlation value between each variable. From this correlation value we can say that how one variable is related with the other variable. If the correlated value is equal to 1, it has strongly more correlated, that means it has strongly positive correlated value. If it is 0, it has no relationship. If it is -1, it has negatively strongly related. So this is how relation between one variable and the other variable can be found from correlation value. So we could see here 0.78, that means TV and sales is having more correlation value. That means giving advertisement in TV will give us the more sales. This is how machine learning can also give prediction about one variable with the other variable. I thank once again for giving me the opportunity to give my demo video. Thank you.